A fifth suspect linked to the death of Collins Chabane Municipality Mayor Moses Maluleke made a brief court appearance today. Police say they have positively linked him to the murder of Maluleke in July. The 30-year-old is also linked to different crimes committed in surrounding areas. My colleague, our reporter Moloko Moloto, is following the story for us. He's joining us now live from Maluleke in Limpopo. Good afternoon, Moloko. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. I understand some people are accusing a family spokesperson of masterminding the murder of Mr. Moses Maluleke. What is this about and what's the response?
Well, maybe let's just quickly go back. Last week on Tuesday, the police tell us that they arrested 4 suspects with regard to the spate of criminal activities, including murder, rapes, hijacking households, as well as business robberies in the area of Thohoyandou, not very far from where we are. Now, those 4 people were arrested, and as police continued to profile them, the police found that one of the 4 actually was linked to, firstly, the murder of a lawyer in Thohoyandou who was attached to legal aid. He was killed sometime in January just outside his household. The very same suspect, the police are saying, was then positively linked to the murder of Mayor Moses Maluleke of Collins Chabane local municipality sometime in July. So he was then brought to court today to make his first appearance. He now joins 4 other suspects who were arrested sometime in August. They remain behind bars as we speak, and they are going to appear as the 5 accused on Monday next week, facing charges ranging from murder to attempted murder, because you would recall that the 18-year-old son of the late mayor was also shot. Luckily, he survived and he was there during the funeral of his father. He seemed to be doing okay. So today, as eNCA, when we arrived here, obviously we had to speak to various people. Then we learned, Braden, that actually there is one ANC councillor who is a councillor at the Bembe District Municipality. Previously, until recently, during the 2021 November elections, he was the chief whip. He was a senior councillor within the Collins Chabane local municipality. His name is Mabanana Chauke. Now, Mr. Chauke, we understand, went to the police to say that he is blaming Mr. Humphrey Mgagula, who is the family spokesperson of the slain mayor. So Chauke is accusing Mgagula of having plotted and being the mastermind behind the killing of the late Mayor Maluleke. Now, Mr. Mgagula, despite these accusations by Mr. Chauke, continues to speak on behalf of the family. Even here in court today, he was together with the brother of the slain mayor, but also the wife, children, as well as the father of the slain mayor. There doesn't seem to be any animosity. Now, we reached out to Mr. Chauke to say, confirm if indeed you made or laid this complaint. He says, indeed, I did that, but he refuses to go into detail. What is interesting now is that Mr. Chauke is telling us that he is willing, if nominated by branches of the ANC, to contest for the deputy regional secretary position of the ANC in this region of Bembe, which was left vacant by the slain mayor. Now, we then had to go and get a right of reply from Mr. Mgagula, who speaks on behalf of the Maluleke family, and we asked him whether he is, what his response was with regard to the accusations that he actually masterminded the killing of the former mayor. And he says, look, these accusations really are not coming as a surprise, because he believes people will just throw the mud at him. He is also telling us that he's been been cooperating with the police. He has already deposed a statement to the police, and he's saying at any given time he will continue to cooperate with the police. Let's listen to him, Mr. Humphrey Mgagula, who continues to speak on behalf of the Maluleke family.
These are very serious allegations attached to me. I was made aware of this allegation by the police. They even called me. I visited the station in different days, and then just to clear my name or to give my side of my statement. It didn't come as a surprise, because I know people can just create things that are not there. But all in all, I will allow the process and then to unfold. If then they found something that is attached to me, and then the law will take its course. But if it's not, it means then I have to go back to the police and make sure that the things that have been done, especially on my name, it has to be cleared, because this is a very serious defamation of character. And then apart of that, I think it will be high time for people that when they are wherever they are spending time with their friends, they mustn't just paint people on this issue, because this have a very serious effect. I don't want to speak much about the Cyberbullying Act that need to be acted if things like this are happening, but this is a personal defamation character that was put on my name. But other than that, the police will do their work, and then we'll wait for that.
Okay, they're waiting for the police to do more work on this case. But court-wise, Moloko, what do we expect to happen next in this trial?
So, Braden, today, when this fifth suspect appeared, he arrived in a German-made sedan. He did not arrive in a police van, but he was handcuffed. His legs were also in leg irons and under heavy police presence. And it did not really take long, because when he appeared before the presiding officer, the presiding officer asked whether he would represent himself, or he would want, or rather he would have his own lawyer, or he would prefer the state lawyer. And he said he's got his own lawyer, but that lawyer was not present in court. And then the magistrate said, well, then on Tuesday, when you appear along with the 4 other suspects who are still behind bars, make sure that your lawyer is here. But what is interesting, Braden, is that as these developments are now unfolding, as the plot is thickening with accusations that there are people who have masterminded this, we recall that the Premier of Limpopo Province, who is also chairperson of the ANC, Stan Matabata, said during the funeral of the late mayor that it is dismissing as irresponsible reports that suggest that there are political killings in this particular province. But we know that in the recent few years, there were killings of people who were speaking out against the VBS money. For instance, Timson Musecho, as well as Ronald Mani in Bembe District Municipality, which invested about 300 million unlawfully in VBS. They were killed execution style. But also in another municipality in the Sekhukhune district, in Fetago Mutubadze municipality to be specific, his name is Thabang Mauba, or was Thabang Mauba. He was killed, and also he was speaking out against the investment into VBS by his municipality. Of course, it will be interesting to see how the police are going to be dealing with this matter. They are saying that they continue to investigate. Also, the NPA is saying investigations are continuing. They are a bit reluctant to tell us whether they expect more arrests in as far as prominent people are concerned, Braden. But the matter will be back in court on Monday.
Thank you very much, Moloko Moloto, there in Kamalamlele, giving us the latest in this matter of the killing of the Collins Chabane Municipality mayor.